Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ivy Nganga, and if this is your first time on my channel, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys an in-depth tutorial of how I do my cut crease. It's going to be very easy, very fast, just perfect for beginners. But before we get into all of that, if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I post a video. So let's go right on ahead and begin. As you can see, I had already worked on the base, so we're going to go right on ahead and start on the eyes. So I'm going to go on and put that all over my lid. And I'm just going to blend that using my finger because the warmth of the finger makes it blend really well. I like using my finger. I'm now going to take my palette. I'm going to be using the Morphe X Dreams Charles palette. So I'm just going to be going in with one shade, and this is the one I'm going to be using today. This one right here. I think it's called No Beans or 10% off. Yes, so I'm going to go in with No Beans. This is the one. Just packing on the color. So I'm just using a very dense flat brush to pack on that color. I think it worked so well. I've actually been avoiding using these brushes because I feel like they don't give me the precision that I need when I'm applying my shadows, but this particular time it worked so well. I'm going to go in with my next color, which is this lighter shade right here. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to blend out this color. When it comes to eyeshadow blending, you just have to take your time. I feel like I've said this so many times and I'm just repeating myself, but that's exactly what you have to do. So I'm just using a round blending brush to do that. You need to make sure that you get rid of the harsh line to achieve your properly blended look. When it also comes to eyeshadow, you just have to go back and forth until you get your desired look. So I found that I had not gone above my hood properly and I wanted this to be a cut crease. So if I want my cut crease to be seen properly, it has to be above my hood. So I'm just going back in again with the darker color, and then I'm going to go back to blending once again. Another thing to note when you're blending out your eyeshadow is the way you hold your brush. Make sure that you're holding it at the bottom if you want to achieve a blended out look, because if you hold it really close, then you're just intensifying the color. We're going to go right on ahead and cut the crease, and I'm going to use this new technique I learned recently, and that's using Vaseline to cut your crease. So I'm just going to take this Q-tip that I have right here and some Vaseline, and then I'm going to take a bit of this Vaseline and I'm going to get rid of this excess eyeshadow at this place where I want to cut the crease. Once I've applied the Vaseline, I just take a dry Q-tip, which is what I'm doing there, and just wipe out the excess eyeshadow. It just cleans it out so well. You guys are going to see how it turns out, and the whole point of doing this as opposed to using a wipe is just because of precision, especially because I have hooded eyes. I just don't want to end up messing with the rest of the eyeshadow, so using a Q-tip is a really great tip. So what that does is that it just ensures that you have a clean canvas when you're applying your concealer, so that you don't have any color on the concealer. Yeah, so I'm just going to take my concealer. I'm going to be using my Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan, and I'm just going to show you an easier way of doing it. If you don't want to go through the trouble of wiping it, using Vaseline and the Q-tip. So you just apply the concealer right here, especially if you have hooded eyes. This is a really good trick. Then you just, yeah, it had already actually worked even before I looked. Is it down or up? It's down. So once you've done that, you just take a brush. I'm going to be using this really small brush. I've had this for a while, so it's a bit old, but it's very handy because it's synthetic, and synthetic brushes are really good with cream products. So I'm just going to apply that. So what I do is that I take the brush and then I sort of just connect that concealer from the inner corner to the outer V, just as I'm doing there. You just have to be as precise as possible. It's really not hard. I feel like this is the standard way of doing it. This is how I always do mine. So you just make sure that you have a brush that will give you that precision. You just connect it from the inner corner in the middle where the concealer had landed, like I showed you guys, all the way to the outer V, and then you just blend it out. Yeah, so you just take a flat brush and you blend out that concealer, because you're not supposed to apply the eyeshadow on wet concealer because it's not going to turn out really well. Then I'm going back to my eyeshadow palette and I'm going to take No Beans and I'm just going to blend that out on my outer V, just to blend out the concealer and the eyeshadow and connect them together and have that blended out look. As you can see, I'm just taking my time blending that. That also does take a bit of time, but like I said, today's look is beginner friendly and is easy, so we're not going to be blending out many shades. I'm just using the same color that I used, and then I'm going to blend that out using Mary, which is that lighter shade that, yeah, we also use to blend out No Beans. Once you're done doing that, you're pretty much done with your cut crease. But for today's look, I'm just going to spice it up a little bit and I'm going to add a bit of glitter. I actually decided to do the wing glitter liner off camera because I have a video where I show you guys how I do that, so I'll just link it down below. So we're now going to move to the lower waterline. Remember that if you're doing eyeshadow, you also should not forget your lower waterline. So I'm just going to take the same shades that I used, No Beans and Mary. I'm going to start with No Beans. That's what I'm applying right now using that flat brush, and then I'm just going to blend it out with Mary, which is that lighter color, just so that you just have a complete look. I don't know, it just feels really incomplete when you don't do your lower waterline. I'm finishing off the lower waterline with mascara. Again, this is a step that I can never skip. Your lower lashes do not look complete without the mascara, so just take your time so that you get the best results out of it. And this is the final look, you guys. I had to finish off everything else off camera because, like I said, today was all about the eyes, but I'm going to link everything I used in the description box for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I hope that you learned something from it. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.